these inscriptions? Only a scion of the Imperial line may enter. Apparently, even a dead relative still qualifies. We have made it this far, at least. My power returns!
Of my soul falter.
That is a relief. Victory is ours! Whose tomb is this? There is a chronicle. The chronicle and final testament of Tarkus Magnus, last Imperator of Thol. My beloved God Empress, Koreth IV, has been slain by an upstart the people are calling the Theocrat. Mother, so she was overthrown. We were victorious. There's more. The Theocrat wields the Godslayer. The unthinkable has happened and Garulia herself has fallen. Extinction has been decreed without exception for all her vassals. It is only a matter of time before the Theocrat's forces arrive to sack Thol. The city could withstand any assault by conventional forces, but the Godslayer's power is immense. I cannot risk this Imperial stave falling into the wrong hands, hence, I have chosen to imbibe iocanic distillate. My death will be swift, and secure this tomb from discovery by our enemies. Whomever finds this chronicle is the last hope of the Garulian Empire. Take this stave, and go forth to seek the remaining Imperial tombs. Many will have already been raided, but some may just be hidden well enough to survive. With what they contain, you will wield the power to restore your birthright and save us all. There is another tomb to the south of here, in the Outlands. General Titus should be buried there. With luck, his chronicle will direct you onwards to where General Varula rests nearby. You must bear the Imperial staff if you are to succeed. May the God Empress's blessing be upon you. Signed, Tarkus Magnus, Imperator of Thol. A key for the Arcanum. It's ancient, but it may still work. And an Imperial stave. Its design seems similar to my mother's scepter, but it's far smaller. Why would these paltry items warrant an honorable suicide? And what is the Imperial staff? I've never heard of any such relic. There are mysteries here worthy of resolving.
What do you need?
Where do you want these rather unpleasant spider carcasses?
I'll take those. I believe 50 was the agreed price.
What are you going to do with those?
Probably best not to ask. Although I would avoid the soup kitchen tomorrow, milady. Of course, the infestation will continue as long as the spiders can reach Thole. I wonder if they could be prevented from reaching the burial ground somehow. What do you need?
Will you pay me for preventing the spiders entering the burial grounds?
Of course. For you, milady, I will pay 100 coins for this favor.
Very well.
I've heard there's a statue near where the spiders are appearing. That would seem to be a sensible place to start. How can I help?
What do you know about a Sura mercenary coming to Thole?
This is really none of my business. Please, leave me out of this. What do you need?
You came back? Wonderful!
There's an Ishkai and a human skeleton in the hostel. What do you know of this?
This is the first I've heard of this. The other merchants had more to do with the hostel than I did, though. Weapons, armor, supplies, excellent prices, superb quality. Come back soon.
Look no further. I will buy quality goods from you at prices that are more than fair.
Can you tell me the story behind the skeletons in the old hostel?
There are dead bodies in that place. Honestly, you'd think someone from the guild would have noticed. I suppose the building has been abandoned for a while now. Haven't seen anyone go inside since the siege started. Bring your unwanted goods to me. I'll give you a fair price. Think of me when you have goods you do not need.
Where is the barrel?
It's over there somewhere. Is that it? You'll find it.
Always good to see you, friend.
Can you tell me the story behind the skeletons in the old hostel?
No idea what happened at the hostel. I used to deliver food there, back before the siege. But I haven't been inside since that Sura warrior went there. I don't think anyone has. Always good to see you, friend. Take care, friend.
We should hold on to this for later. I have many questions for you, hooded man.
I expected you sooner. Thou art fortunate we came at all.
We? Already your captive soul changes you. It will be interesting to see how this develops.
Cut out your irritating asides, or I shall cut you to the gizzard.
Your understanding of human anatomy is flawed, but I take your point. My name is Krenz. Until recently, I was the High Sage of the Pentanera, the secret council behind the Inquisition, the most powerful institution in the heretic kingdoms.
But you chose to betray us!
Unfortunate timing? I can remedy this, but you must defend me for a moment.
Prepare for death.
Ashmas Inca Silvara Serat. Ashmas Inca Silvara Serat. Ashtiina Inca Ilbara Serat.
You dare!
Ashtiina Inca Ilbara Serat. Arabara Zephra Ashia Kantas.
You have my gratitude, but time is short. It will not be bound for long.
I will implant a memory suggesting I fled towards the burning wall. You will forget this meeting as soon as I release it, I'm afraid.
There's no way to liberate me?
Its death would free you, but I am reluctant to lose my only ally.
I can't say I'm keen on that plan either.
I'll transfer this enchantment to your mind. You may get an opportunity to sever the connection from the inside. Although without a new host, your soul will perish.
I'll pick my moment carefully.
You must leave now. I cannot hold it much longer.
Valkyrin and Evandra suspect. They will return to Thol shortly.
Then I must be going. Farewell, Carissa. I hope we shall meet again. Now, where were we?
That woman, she was a demon like myself?
Carissa's soul has indeed been stolen by a devourer. Yet you are not like that demon. It may have but one soul in its possession. I do not know what will happen to you as you acquire more souls. But if we are fortunate, it will only serve to grow your power further. You have more questions?
Who are this Valkyrin and Evandra the woman spoke of?
2 other members of the Pentanera. Baron Evandra is High Executioner and devoted to his duty. Evandra's dedication makes him particularly dangerous to us, since he will certainly not be turned to our side. He and Lord Valkyrin used to be enemies, but circumstances have changed now that Valkyrin's mother has returned. Valkyrin himself is High Inquisitor, tasked with eradicating all religious practice. The Inquisition is far from its ideals these days, however, and from his too, for that matter. You have more questions?
Who is this Carissa?
High Preceptor of the Pentanera. Her task was to recruit mages into the Order of the Veil.
Was?
If there are any mages left who have not been recruited to the Order, they have been slain. Only Temuria and Asura clans have not been brought under its wing. Every living human mage in the heretic kingdoms is a member of the Order, or are fleeing from it, like me. You have more questions?
Who is Valkyrin's mother? Why is she important?
Lady Mara, the founder of the Order of the Veil. She created the Pentanera and the Inquisition, and was High Magus until her death. The demon that controls Mara's soul now controls the Inquisition. If we can't find a way to defeat her, we are all doomed. You have more questions?
Thou art pursued. How wilt thou escape from Thol?
Not a problem for me. Far tougher for you, I'm afraid. Take this. It will open a path into the deeper catacombs. There is a path out of Thol that way, although it will not be easy. I will meet you outside the city if all goes well.
And if it does not?
Try to remain optimistic. What else do you want to know?
Thou art exceptionally irritating, mortal.
You're not exactly a paragon of manners yourself. Fortunately, we do not need to like each other to be allies.
Else thee would have no allies.
Indeed. You have more questions?
I shall depart for the catacombs now.
I will be watching the Skull Gate for you.
If this is a trap.
Believe me, if I intended you harm, I would scarcely have waited this long to act. Don't worry about me, worry about Valkyrin and Evandra. Now go, while you still can.
Shakik, could you tell me about the messages you delivered to Thol?
Shakik remembers messages. Messages bring Shakik to Thol. Brought them to the hostel. Human there read letters for Sniper Urshak. Wrote replies for Urshak's sister. Shakik take them to her. Shakik was supposed to collect one, and day Shakik was captured. That's all Shakik know.
We must be on our guard. You shall become naught but dust. Cannot take much more of this.
shalt know despair.
You shall fall! Will my power continue to grow without limit?